Being ready to tackle your sled's maintenance and repairs doesn't just happen. I mean, you may have the technical know-how, but you're going to need the tools to get the job done. Getting those parts ahead of time for specific repairs may be tough, but there are a good amount of general items that will come in handy for service and general repairs, as well as making your shop space way more functional for not just sled projects, but everything from your pickup truck to your lawnmower and ATV or motorcycle as well. Today I'm going to show you a selection of tools that I keep handy for the basics around the shop. I sourced all of these parts from Princess Auto, and you can as well, online or in store. So first things first, we're talking shop, but specifically it's wintertime and we work on sleds, and most folks do that work inside of a shop. Moving your sled around can be a pain, so dolly wheels are a must-have. They let you move your sled anywhere you need it and not carve up your floor. Now, working hand in hand with the dolly wheel setup is the adjustable track stand. This is key for running up your sled after repairs, but another favorite is leaving your sled on the track stand after a long day's ride. It keeps the track from freezing to the ground should you leave your sled outdoors. Now, when you're looking to lift the rear of your sled significantly higher, say to remove the rear skid frame or stud the track, you're going to need something more than a track stand. Chain hoists like this 1-ton triangle will do the job with ease. And as I was saying earlier, this will come in handy for all kinds of shop tasks. It's easy to operate and all you need is a solid overhead beam to mount to and you're set. I especially like this method as the other option is tipping your sled on the side, and that causes fluids to leak and panels to get scratched. Plus it's more work and requires changing sides when you'd be removing skid frame bolts. Whether your sled's a 2-stroke or a 4-stroke, they all use oil. In some cases you're going to need to change that oil, and we should all occasionally think about swapping out the chain case oil as well as checking our coolant. For these tasks, you can go it with a cut-off windshield washer fluid jug and hope for the best, but if you've done this and found out the hard way, it can lead to a colossal mess. I always have on hand a drain container like this Flow Tool 18 liter. It holds enough to do any fluid changes, and with a drain plug lets you dispose of the fluid cleanly afterwards. If you have a tough spot to drain or want to make life easier, fluid extractors like this 7.3 liter Power Fist version will draw any fluid out of just about anything that you can imagine. They also offer a pneumatic version, but with this simple pump design, it creates excellent draw and works flawlessly. When it's time to fill back up, it's important to make sure that you don't overfill, and this 5-liter poly flask with flexi filler from Power Fist will give you more confidence and also a bit more reach than just trying to pour from a bottle. But if you're really struggling, especially with the chain case filler, the Measure funnel with the extra long filler tube not only shows you exact measurements, it also has a quick turn on-off and a cap for the end of the tube to keep you tidy and, most importantly, keep your sled clean. Keeping with the theme of multi-seasonal shop tool versatility, I've found when working on snowmobiles, a stubby impact gun will fit places that a full-size never will. The ProPoint 1/2-inch composite stubby impact puts out 500 foot-pounds of torque, but it's super small and able to go places that others won't. Studding tracks is one place that I found this impact to really help, but interior skid frame bolts are also a pain with a full-size, and this impact will show its versatility in more ways than you might think, not just in the winter, but all year round. Now, there are times when you just need that big impact power, and in the winter time, the stubby's going to do most of those jobs, but when it comes down to it, there's no replacement for displacement. While its size is big, so is its air capacity and power. Pumping out 1,000 foot-pounds of capability, the ProPoint 1/2-inch composite impact gets the job done, from skid frame bolts to lug nuts on your truck to whatever you can think of that's stubborn and doesn't want to come off. This is a serious impact gun that delivers with proven capabilities. Another area I like to be prepared is the truck or trailer, especially in winter time, because getting stuck and dead batteries are all a part of this sport we call snowmobiling. For dead batteries, I like to have 2 things available. One, a really long set of booster cables like these 25-footers from Grip. They let me boost the 4-stroke sleds or a buddy's truck and are useful for 12 months of the year. On the flip side, sometimes you may need to get to a spot that even huge 25-foot cables won't go, and a big 1200 amp super pack like this from Princess Auto will boost everything from a 4-stroke sled to a diesel pickup truck. And with the cables built in, as well as a USB charger, just in case you need a boost for your phone or other tech, you're completely covered. Now, as I stated earlier, getting stuck can also be a problem, and so having these Power Fist traction mats will give me a little extra grip should I find some soft snow or ice with the truck and trailer. But if it gets even worse, or I need to recover a buddy's truck or pull a sled out from a trail side breakdown, having straps like these 4,500 pound, 9,000 pound braking strength retractable Erickson straps will let me do just that. At 15 feet and with a retractable spring-loaded bail, they collapse down small enough to throw in the trunk of your sled or under the seat of your truck. And I've never had a time where I've regretted having a tow strap. Being prepared with the right tools both in the shop and the truck when traveling is important, especially for us sledders who find ourselves in some pretty interesting and desolate places, where being prepared is never a bad idea.
If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you click that like button. And we upload new content every week, so if you don't want to miss out on any of that stuff, make sure you subscribe so you get notifications whenever something new pops up.